Hey guys, this is David Arroyo, and today I am here to discuss the making of test page number 3 for my webcomic called Immersion, and this is the first part of a 3-part video series which will basically show you how it's done. Right, so what I've done is, in order to show you guys this the right way, instead of having an entire page cut out for a video, because this was done in Procreate, right? And Procreate records the screen as it is. So if you are working on like a A4 page or a US standard page, what it's going to record is that static page onto your screen. And it's not very interesting to look at a video like that, at least the way it was cut and all that stuff. So I decided to cut the page into 3 strips, and then basically record each individual strip so that you can see it a bit more up close. And there's another important reason why I tried this, is because you know how some webcomics, instead of uploading a page on their website, they end up uploading actually just a comic strip, a single comic strip. They might do this daily, weekly, or a couple times a week, or it doesn't matter how often, but basically that formula. Right, well, I wanted to try that out for Immersion as well. As I'm still in the testing phases, and I told you, for those that follow me, you guys will know that I like to test things out quite a lot before I actually do the real deal. And it's paying off, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah, getting back to the strip, the comic strip, I was also thinking like maybe Immersion might also be presented as individual comic strips, and then that I then eventually over time kind of like get all back together onto a page. So for example, 3 comic strips would make up 1 page, like is the case in this particular example. And then I would, for example, upload a comic strip once every, I don't know, a week, or twice a week, or 3 times a week, depending on how fast it would go. And then at the end of that, I would combine it into a page, and you would still have the option to view it as a comic strip or as a full-blown page. Why is this also interesting, or at least as an option? It's interesting because a lot of people have mobile phones now. The mobile phones is what people tend to use the most when going online, when doing all sorts of stuff. It's the most used screen format, and the screen format of a mobile phone is like very similar to a 16:9 screen format, and that is ideal for example, a comic strip. On the other hand, it is not very ideal for a full page, because the letters are all small and all that stuff. So this is an option. It's still under testing. Testing, I mean evaluation. I'm still evaluating the idea, but it was worth investigating. And that's also why this is split into 3. So 3 comic strips that form 1 individual page once it's finished. And I will show that as well in the 3rd part of this video series. And you'll see what it looks like as one. And yeah, so let's see. Let's start talking a little bit about what I've done so far. So on this particular strip, I've already done all the penciling, the inking. As you've noticed, I've messed around quite a lot with the character's legs. Also at the beginning, the perspective was off. A lot of back and forth, trying out new things. Always, yeah, I'm someone that if I don't like the way it looks, I really do continue digging and trying until I really get the post. Same here, actually. While I am coloring, at the beginning I tried different methods of coloring and seeing if that works, and if this, like I said, this is still very much the testing and the development phase of the Immersion webcomic. So there's still quite some research to be done, but I'm getting there. It's we're really reaching that final stage, that final stretch. I'm really starting to see an improvement in the pages, an improvement in the style, in a bit of everything. So we are getting there. It's it's a bit of a journey, but we're getting there for sure. And so yeah. For this particular strip, you'll notice that I'm trying something new now also with coloring. I've been following a lot of YouTube channels of professional colorists and stuff, see how they do it and stuff. And I've been picking up a little things from them, tips and tricks, especially in terms of how I choose the colors and all that shenanigans. But anyways, this is it. This is strip number 1, the first of 3. So I hope you guys like it, and join me in the second part of this video series to see what happens next.